The collaborations that we've been working with over the past 6 years that I've been here have been wonderful people, and it's sort of hard to believe that we're actually sort of working with a lot of these folks. And the outcomes that we've actually been able to accomplish and the kinds of projects have been really exciting for us.
Here at the Franz Foundation, the employees are driven by providing education that's going to improve patient care. We are all patients, or we may be someday, or we have a loved one that perhaps is having care right now. At the end of the day, that's really what drives the passion at the Franz Foundation. In 2011, when we were approached by Smith Buckland to be acquired, I must say I was very excited about the potential that the acquisition could bring. What it has really done for the Franz Foundation is it has allowed us to really focus on creating education and much less on the infrastructure of the organization.
We've also had access to some of their other associations and been involved in some of the educational planning at their board level, and feel that we've actually been able to bring things to the table that has helped their organizations grow with their clinicians. The hallmarks of a good collaborator, we've actually been having discussions with our collaborators about that in terms of, is it just cooperation or collaboration? And how do we really sort of work together and make it better than just sort of each of us by themselves? And I think being able to share ideas and to make a project better is really what we're looking to do in collaboration at the Franz Foundation with our partners.
These relationships with these high-level educators that carry the same goals as the Franz Foundation has been rewarding and really has allowed us to produce some excellent education that we're all very proud of. And it's been fun, and we've made a lot of great friends at the same time.
One of the things that we found to be useful here at the Franz Foundation is just really look at where are the clinical gaps that clinicians face on a day-to-day basis. So how do we find gaps? We find gaps from, as a clinician, understanding sort of what clinicians are doing. Understanding that it's not just knowledge issues, it could be issues related to what's going on in their systems, but how do we sort of improve what they're providing to their patients? And that's what we really try to accomplish here.
While we are not the largest medical education company out there, we have created some very large educational curricula that not only focuses on the clinician, but focuses on the entire care team. It also provides tools to the clinical practice, also tools and education they can provide their patients. And we feel that this is a better way to provide education rather than in just silos.
The Franz Foundation, when we create these educational curriculum, can provide a whole infrastructure for the clinician as a healthcare team is taking care of that patient, very patient-centered. I know when I was in practice with Kaiser Permanente, we had tons of infrastructure within our organization to provide that, but most practices in the United States are practiced in 3s and 4s. So can we provide some infrastructure for them to be able to provide patient information? We know that communication amongst patients and clinicians has to be improved, and is this a way in which we can provide that resource to clinicians to improve the patient care they're giving?
You cannot impart change in practice with one education. And so the curricula that we developed provides a foundation for that learner that might attend a session, but also can go back to their clinic and log on to one of our websites. And we think that this is important to change practice.
At the end of the day, we'd like our collaborators to say that the education that was provided, that we were involved in, really made a difference, that it helped their clinicians to improve the care and ultimately the care that the patients have been given.